Hey everybody, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Do me a favor before we get started. I need you to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need you to hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss the episode. So today we're going to talk about the Trump card. So everybody's talking about tariffs, but I'm interested in the Trump card. So that's what we're going to talk about. He showed it today on television. Did anybody see it? He was holding his card in his hand. Kind of looks like a gold credit card. Anybody see it? It's called the Trump card. So what he's doing, he's selling his card for $5 million for rich migrants. So if you got $5 million, you get this card. So the card will be out in less than 2 weeks. Um, so the Commerce Secretary, his name is Howard Lutnick. He states that last month they sold 1,000 cards. So take 1,000 times 5 million. One card is $5 million. So, according to what I am reading, 37 million people globally have the means of buying this card. 37 million people. They have $5 million that they can take and buy this card. So, what I say to that is, well, you do what you want, but what I say is, why don't you become one of them? Or I'll speak for myself. 37 million people have the means of buying this card, this one card that is $5 million. So this card, it grants permanent residency to non-citizens. 200,000 of these cards at 5 million comes to 1 trillion. So they are thinking that they could use this money to go towards the national debt. 200,000 of these cards at 5 million is 1 trillion. The government watchdogs, however, there are government watchdogs out here. Do you find that interesting? They are saying that this plan will only lead to corruption. And then it is stated that other countries, they have similar programs to attract wealthy migrants. So what is being done is nothing new. It's actually modeling other countries. Other countries already have this. Other countries already have similar programs to attract wealthy migrants. So, again, this is the Trump card, $5 million. And what I found to be interesting is that there are 37 million people that have the means to buy this card. So, in other words, $5 million is nothing. $5 million is nothing to 37 million people. What do you think about that? All right, so I just thought that was interesting. The Trump card, it will be out in less than 2 weeks. And this is something that they are offering to rich migrants. It grants permanent residency to non-citizens. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick is saying that last month they sold 1,000 of these cards already. And again, the government watchdogs are stating that This will only lead to corruption. And then other countries have similar programs to attract wealthy migrants. So what he's doing is nothing new. He's modeling other countries, what other countries already have. So what do you think about that? What do you think about it? Any thoughts? Feel free to leave your comments below. If you made it this far in the video, type in the word real estate. Also, hit the like button right here. If you are interested in buying property and you would like to do this with a community of like-minded people, click on this wait list, join the wait list for the real estate group. Also, if you are a man watching me, you could either be single or you could be married. Check out this hat collection. And when you check it out, let me know that you checked it out. Put it in the comments. I have checked it out. If you are a man, check out the hat collection. And then let me know that you've checked it out. All right, so this is the hat for this week. And then there will be a different hat for the different weeks. So this is the latest news. Of course, the center of attention is around the tariffs and the stock market, how fear of the tariffs are tanking the stock market. That is what the media is focusing on. However, I thought that the Trump card was interesting, and that will be out in less than 2 weeks. As far as the stock market plummeting, when you look over at the traders are still trading, and the traders are still making money. So you can make money when the stock market is falling, placing puts, and that's what the traders are doing. The long-term investors are still long-term investing, still dollar cost averaging. And so when it comes to the stock market and the tariffs, the people who stay in it the longest are the ones that are going to win. However, people who maybe they don't trust the stock market and they're not in it, they're missing out on an opportunity to gain wealth. All right. And there are a whole lot of people like that. And then the media only makes it worse, especially people who are not familiar with investing or who don't trust the stock market anyway. Watching the media, that only perpetuates what some people already think about the stock market. However, like I said before, the people who stay in it the longest win. And majority of people are not just doing one thing. They're not just putting all their eggs in the stock market. So they're diversifying into other things. Real estate is a real asset. And then business, right? Also the cryptocurrencies, getting into the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, XRP. So most people are not depending on just one thing. However, there are a whole lot of people that are still not in the stock market. And what's going on with these tariffs is only perpetuating it. All right. So you got a falling stock market correlated to the fears of the tariffs. And then we will have this Trump card that will be out. in less than 2 weeks, selling it for $5 million. Imagine that. You have $5 million, you can have this card. And 37 million people, 5 million is nothing to them. All right, so I am going to leave now. Do me a favor on your way out, hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next video.